Hello, everyone. This is your daily dose of economy. Over $1.1 trillion was wiped out from the U.S. stock market today. S&P 500 daily returns since 2020 looks like this. So far in 2024, only 29.8% of the stocks in the S&P 500 are outperforming the benchmark. Copper is now headed for an 8th consecutive red day, its longest losing streak since January 2020. India's dependence on Chinese imports keeps growing. Indian banks have taken on $51.4 billion in short-term debt to cover a shortfall in deposits. This is the highest level of debt in 12 years. Volatility Index (VIX) soars to highest level in more than 3 months. The S&P 500 fell 2.3% today, its largest decline since December 2022. Here's history of large down days since 1928. The median sales price of a new home sold in the U.S. is now $10,000 less than the median sales price of an existing home, a record discount due to the lock-in effect and shortage of existing homes for sale. Median U.S. home price rose by 4% year-per-year in June to an all-time high of $442,500, per Redfin. U.S. existing home sales fell 5% over the last year, the 34th consecutive year-wide decline. That's the longest down streak in activity since 2006 to 2009. The month supply of existing homes moved up to 4.1 in June, the highest since May 2020. Home builders now have 102,000 completed, unsold homes sitting on their builder lots. This is the highest level since 2009. The salary needed to buy a home in 50 U.S. cities. The U.S. money supply grew 1% over the last year, the biggest year-over-year increase since October 2022. Is this the return of money printing? Nasdaq 100 plunged 3.7% in biggest decline since October 2022. S&P 500 Information Technology has forward 12-month profit margins of 27.4%, an all-time record high. U.S. Treasury yield. Money market rates are 5.33%. U.S. bank deposit rates are 0.70%. European Union industry confidence is -9.5. Spanish power prices jump fourfold in July as cooling use surges. The Magnificent Seven dropped by more than $750 billion today. U.S. layoffs rate. Gold and yen. U.S. economy is simply more innovative than the rest of the world. Don't write off U.S. dollar against other currencies too fast. Against hard assets, it may be a different story. How deep will Nasdaq 100 fall? July has been QQQ's best month in the last 15+ years, down 3.3% this time so far. Not good. Small caps are printing fresh relative highs going back to early February. Goldman Sachs, U.S. small cap rotation is triggered by macro and boosted by positioning. The second quarter of 2024 has marked the first year-on-year increase in new global IPOs since Q3 2021 and the single most active quarter since Q3 2022. Walt Disney has traded red for 6 consecutive days, its longest losing streak since August 2023. It's also traded red in 17 of the last 20 days. After today's drop, Visa now trades at a forward PE of 23.8x, well below its long-term average. Chipotle just delivered 11% comparable store sales, crushing estimates. Stock is up 15% after hours. Tesla's automotive gross profit declined by 10% year-over-year this quarter. Here's a look at its trailing 12-month numbers. Google Cloud just surpassed 10 billion in quarterly revenue and 1 billion in quarterly operating income. If Google is any indication, cloud revenue continues to re-accelerate. YouTube advertising revenue grew 13% this quarter, and that's while YouTube continues to grow its ad-free business. LVMH Q2 results are out. The slowdown in luxury spending is real, stock just dropped 4%. That Coca-Cola pricing power never ceases to amaze. Our focus may return to top-of-the-funnel user growth, but in the near term, monetization remains our top priority. Spotify CEO Daniel Ek. Spotify stock is up 13%. Nvidia closed below its 50-day moving average for the first time since early May, and it's now making lower highs and lower lows. Semiconductor value chain. Semiconductors companies ranked by market cap. Massive move in U.S. yield curve today. S&P 500's earnings beat rate is still healthy at nearly 79%, but the revenue beat rate is currently at its lowest since the fourth quarter of 2016. 2-year, 10-year Treasury yield spread is back to where it was this past January. It is best day for the utilities sector relative to the S&P 500 since March 2022. German economic rebound earlier in the year has already run out of steam. That's it for today. I hope it was useful. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.